Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're talking about how you can play a song called Give In To Me by Garret Hedlund. And it starts out with a really cool intro lick actually where you could play second fret on the D string and kind of do a hammer on the D string. So I'm going 2 on the D string and kind of putting my finger down to carry the sound. And then you go first fret on the B string, and then third fret on the D, and then second on the D, and then third on the A, and then second on the D, and then third on the D, and then second on the D. So you got 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 3, 2. It's kind of a cool little way to kind of intro the lick. And the chords that are kind of backing that lick up actually start on an F major chord. We'll talk about a really easy way to play that. But if you know the bar F major, you do your first finger across the entire first fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, third finger on the A string on the third fret, and the pinky on the D string on the third fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like F major bar chord, and it sounds really, really happy. But a lot of times if you're just starting out, you just want to avoid the bar chords, a good substitute for that is something called F major 7. Now when we play F major 7, the first finger is going to go to the B string on the first fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, and third finger on the D string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, then that sounds like F major 7, and it sounds really, really happy. And then from the F on the intro, we're going to be going to a C major chord. When we play C major, first finger is going to actually stay on the B string first fret, second finger on the D string on the second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum all those together, then that sounds a C major chord. So we're kind of going F, C, and then a C on our intro. So F, C, C. Now if you're a little bit more adventurous, you could kind of work in that lick chords too, so you want to kind of experiment with that. And actually you could even just throw in a couple bass notes on that intro, kind of throwing in the low E string on the first fret can kind of imply the F, and then playing third fret on the A string can kind of imply the C chord. So you may want to kind of play around with those notes there. Kind of adding in some basses to kind of imply that lick. Or you could kind of try and work those around a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns actually to play around with is a down, down, up, up, down, up. So if you took the F, for instance, and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. The weird part is our F and C on our intro actually kind of half. So one way to do that is to do just a down, down, up on both of those chords, and then do the whole strum pattern on the C. So we're going to F with a down, down, up, C, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up. And what sounds a little bit more like the recording though is to kind of do the F with a down, down, and then kind of hit the C with an up, up, down, up. So you have F with its F, down, C on the up, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up, F on the down, down, C on the up, down, C, down, down, up, down, up, F on the down, 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 up, C, down, down, down. And you can kind of get your second, or your pinky actually, to kind of work in that hammer on that's kind of happening on the D string, that third fret note, the second fret note. So you might want to kind of experiment with that. Kind of on that first down, that might sound kind of cool and a little bit kind of taking a lick from the recording there. And then from there, we're going into our verse part. And on our verse, actually, we start out that same way, doing the F, C, and the C. But then we go to a D minor chord. When we play D minor, first finger goes to the high E string on the first fret, second finger on the G string on the second fret, and the third finger on the B string on the third fret. And if you kind of strum just the D, G, B, and E, then that sounds a D minor chord, and that sounds really, really sad. It's the saddest key, according to Beethoven. And then from there, we go to an F, kind of at the end. And then we do a C with the whole strum pattern, and then kind of end with that F to C. So if we did that with just our down, down, up on our F, C, then we'd have F with a down, down, up, C, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, down, D minor, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, 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 up, C, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, C, down, down, up. Tried that with kind of our down, down on the first chord, up, up, down, up on the second chord. Then we'd have F with the down, down, C on the up, down, C, down, 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 F on the down, down, C on the up, down, C, down, down, D minor, down, 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 F, down, 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 C, down, down, into our chorus part. And our chorus starts on a G major chord. And the way you play G major, first finger is going to go to the A string on the 2nd fret, second finger on the low E string on the 3rd fret, and the third finger on the high E string on the 3rd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord, and it sounds really, really happy. And on our chorus, actually, we kind of could do that whole strum pattern on each of our chords, although we'll talk about a lick in a moment to kind of throw something else in too. But if we tried our strum pattern with our chorus, we'd have our G with a down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, up, the big F. Then we kind of be going back into our intro part. Now on those last couple Fs though, it almost feels like you go to a G chord on the second part of the bar. And what could be kind of a cool lick is to take the F and do the down, down on the F, and then do the G with the up, down on those chords. So we tried it that way. We'd have G with a down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, up, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, up, F, down, down, up, G, down, up, big F. So kind of throwing in that G chord might be something you want to experiment with. And then from there we'd be going back into our intro. Now something else I would think about adding with the song though is bass notes. And a lot of times on the first down of the down, down, up, down, you can throw in a bass note for the chord and kind of simulate playing with a bass player. This works really well if you're playing out solo. So for instance, something else I would think about adding with the tune though is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, you can kind of throw in a bass note for the chord. So for instance, on the bar F, if you did the low E string for your bass note, on the low E string you have low E bass, down, up, down, up, low E bass, down, up, down. So it kind of simulate playing with a bass player. And then on the F major 7, you can do the D string for your bass, D bass, down, up, down, F major 7, D bass, down, up, down. On the C chord, you'd have the A string for your bass. So C with an A bass, down, up, down, C with an A bass, down, up, down. And then on the D minor, you'd have the D string for your bass, D bass, down, up, down. And then when we get to it, the G chord would have the low E string for your bass, low E bass, down, down, up. So if we're going to do that intro return with our bass notes, the weird part is we'd have the kind of, well, it's very close to our intro. It's almost like our intro reverse because we do the C first with the bass, down, up, down, and then we can do the F with a kind of a bass down, and then the C with a bass down. That would be one way to kind of approach that. So C with an A bass, down, up, down, F with a bass, down, C with an A bass, down, up. Now another way to do it would be kind of taking that F and doing the bass down, and then hitting the C on the up, down, up, kind of half it. So we tried it that way. You'd have C with an A bass, down, up, down, up, F with a bass, down, C on the up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with a bass, down, C with the up, down, and then from there we'd be going back into our verse part. And if we tried that with our basses, we could actually kind of do that same kind of idea. So we could do the bass with the down, down, up, and then the C with a down, down, up. So we'd have F with a bass, down, C with an A bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with a bass, down, C with an A bass, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a D bass, down, down, F with a bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with a bass, down, C with an A bass, down, Now if we wanted to, we could kind of do that bass down on the first chord, up, down, up on the second chord. And if we tried our verse that way, we'd have F with the bass, down, C on the up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the up, down, C with an A bass, down, down, D minor with a D bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the up, down, and then we'd be back on our chorus part. So we tried our chorus with our basses. We'd have G with low E bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with low E bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, big F. And then we'd be back into that intro return where we'd have the C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C with an A bass, down, up. We're kind of thinking about it that way. Now you could also kind of work that same kind of idea for that F lick we were talking about. So you could do the F with the bass, down, up, and then the G with the down, on those last couple Fs. So we tried it that way. You'd have G with the bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, down, G with low bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, G with the down, F with the bass, down, G with the down, big F. And then we'd be back to the C with an A bass, down, down, F with the bass, down, C on the up, down, and then that would lead us into our bridge part. And our bridge starts on the G major, but then we go to an E minor chord. And the way you play E minor, first finger is going to kind of stay on the A string, 2nd fret. second finger on the D string on the 2nd fret. And if you strum all those together, that sounds like E minor chord, and it sounds really, really sad. And we're kind of halving it, the G and the E minor through our bridge part. So we tried our bridge with just our down, down, up on each one. We'd have G with a down, down, E minor, down, down, F, down, down, up, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, down, F, down, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, G, down, down, E minor, down, F, down, down, a big F. Or if we tried that with kind of our down, down on the first chord, up, down, up on the next chord, we'd have G with a down, down, E minor, up, down, F, down, down, G on the down, down, E minor, up, down, F, down, down, G on the down, down, E minor, down, G on the down, down, E minor, down, F, down, down, a big F. Or if we tried kind of doing the basses and doing the bass down up on each of the halving chords, we'd have G with low E bass down, E minor with low E bass down, F with the bass down, down, G with low E bass down, E minor with low E bass down, F with the bass down, down, G with low E bass down, E minor with low E bass down, G with low E bass down, E minor with low E bass down, F with the bass down, down, a big F. Or if you're kind of digging on the bass down on the first chord, up, down, up on the next chord, then you have G with low E bass down, E minor, up, down, F with the bass down, down, G with low E bass down, E minor, down, F with the bass down, down, G with low E bass down, E minor, down, G with low E bass down, E minor, down, F with the bass down, down, a big F. And then we kind of have that chorus tag coming back in, where we got the C with an A bass down, down, F with the bass down, C with an A bass down, C with an A bass down, down, F with the bass down, C with the bass down, and then kind of a big F kind of for our outro. C with an A bass down, down, F with the bass down, C on the down, C with an A bass down, down, F with the bass down, C on the down, and then we got a big F at the very, very end. And there's this cool little lick that kind of comes in on that last part on the outro where you could play 3 on the D, 1st fret on the B string, 3rd fret on the high E string, and then 1st fret on the high E string, and then open E, and then 1st fret on the B string. And then I kind of want to hear a C chord at the very end for myself. So you got that F, 3, 1, 3, 1, 0, 1, C chord to kind of end the song. But that's the basics of how you can strum along with Give In To Me by Garret Hedlund. So good luck!